started the chapters agriculture, sorry, primary activity, and last day also I have started different types of agriculture. I can't see you. Susmita, I will disconnect the line and again join it. I hope this is your network fault. The rest of them you can see the board. Yes. So listen, up to which portion we have completed last day? Last day we have completed up to which portion? Primitive subsistence agriculture. Okay, just 1 minute. You revise only primitive subsistence agriculture. I will ask some question. I will give 2 or 3 minute time. I will ask you some questions, those are present today. Primitive activity, primitive subsistence agriculture, this portion you will read. Junangsu, I know last day you are present my class. Very easy. Subsistence agriculture is very easy. Subsistence agriculture are two parts: primitive subsistence, intensive subsistence. And last day I have only completed primitive subsistence agriculture. Okay, wait. First I will ask question, then I will repeat it. Okay. Olka. What is the another name of primitive subsistence agriculture? Saida Srin left. What is another name of primitive subsistence agriculture? Slash and burn. This is the one, another name, and also another name also have, except slash and burn. Except slash and burn, another name also have. No. Overall, primitive subsistence agriculture, as last I have told, or slash and burn agriculture, or another name also, shifting cultivation. Very good. Shifting agriculture or shifting cultivation. Very good. Okay. So why shifting cultivation is known as slash and burn cultivation? I hope you can understood. Rajlakshmi, tell me, what is the another name of shifting cultivation in Indonesia? What is another name of shifting cultivation in Indonesia? Ladang. Yes. Osmita, tell me, what is another name of shifting cultivation in Mexico? Milpa. And one another name I have written on that day in board. Riddhi, tell me, what is another name of shifting cultivation in Brazil? Riddhi, tell me. Very good. Roca. Okay, Jivanansu, listen. I will shortly discuss this topic. Primitive subsistence agriculture. Agriculture are divided two parts, subsistence and commercial. Subsistence farming are divided two parts, primitive subsistence, intensive subsistence. So subsistence means farmer produce crop for their self-consumption, for their family members, and few quantity of crops they sell in the market for earning money. In this primitive subsistence agriculture, we have seen farmers use simple tools and technique. Farmers are generally tribal group of people. They live in forest or any mountain region, and they will not get chemical pesticide, fertilizer or modern technology. That's why they use the simple method. But one features have noticed in their in this primitive subsistence agriculture, that farmers change their agricultural land from 3 or 5 years later due to the declining of fertility in the soil. That's why farmers changes their agricultural land from one place to another place. That's why it is called shifting cultivation, and shifting cultivation have different name. India, it is called zooming cultivation. Indonesia, ladang. Central America, Mexico, milpa. Brazil, roca. These are the different name of shifting cultivation all over the world. And their map pointing also have in your book. You will also notice, or you will also see that part. This is very important. So today we will start intensive subsistence agriculture. Last day we have already completed primitive subsistence. So today we will start intensive subsistence agriculture. Primitive subsistence and intensive subsistence also have difference. These two type of farming are not same. That's why they have different name. Primitive and intensive. So primitive means simple tools and technology, and it is very old method. Now intensive subsistence farming. From the beginning of intensive subsistence farming, first few characteristics I will explain. The first one is intensive subsistence farming are found high densely populated region. Densely populated region. Then second, population pressure. Population pressure on agricultural field is very high. Then size of agricultural land is small. These are the basic characteristics of intensive subsistence farming. Now you will see in your book. This type of agriculture is largely found in densely populated region of monsoon Asia. The term monsoon you know. The monsoon you have read in class 11 also. It is the Arabic word mean mausim. Arabic word mausim. From mausim we can get monsoon, which means season. In India, not only India, Southeast Asian country, there throughout the year this monsoon wind blowing from different direction, and due to that monsoon wind our country India getting sufficient quantity of rainwater. Nowadays also you know that it is raining, rainy season is going on now. So this rainfall have occurred in our places due to that monsoon wind. So monsoon Asia means those countries are getting rainfall from monsoon wind or monsoon rain. On that particular areas, this type of farming are practiced. Okay, and obviously that particular areas population density is very high. So here monsoon Asia means India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan, some parts of China, Indonesia, Thailand, that particular areas you can found this type of farming. Basically there are two types of intensive subsistence farming. So intensive subsistence farming are further divided two parts. Intensive subsistence farming further divided two parts. The first one is intensive subsistence agriculture dominated by intensive subsistence agriculture dominated by rice or paddy, wet paddy cultivation, dominated by wet paddy cultivation. Here paddy means rice. And other one, intensive agriculture or intensive subsistence agriculture. Intensive subsistence agriculture dominated by other than paddy. Dominated by other than paddy. So these are the two parts. Now I will discuss the different parts of intensive subsistence farming. So first one, obviously you can understood, the intensive subsistence agriculture dominated by wet paddy cultivation in our locality, in your surrounding area. Those agricultural practices have done, this is also in this category. This type of agriculture is fallen in this category. The intensive subsistence agriculture dominated by wet paddy cultivation. This type of agriculture is characterized by dominance of rice crop. Land holding are very small due to the high density of population. So this characteristic I have told, population density is very high, and the land holding size, that means the area of land. Area of land is very small. Why very small? Because after one generation to another generation, suppose fathers have 20 acres of land, and this person have 4 sons or 4 children. After the death of this person, this 20 acres land is divided among their 4 children. So obviously, you can understood the size of agricultural land decreases. When they are separated, each and every child will get 5 acres. That means the land holding size will decreases due to the high density of population. And farmers work with the help of family labor, leading to intensive use of land. Family members also engage with their agricultural field or agricultural practices. Well, farmers, family member also engage as a labor in this farming. And use of machinery is limited, and most of the agricultural operations are done by manual labor. So high modern technology have not used fully in this type of farming, and maximum work in this farming have done by manual labor. Okay, manual labor. Tools and technology have used in this farming, but it is limited. That's why manual labor is also very important. Farm yield manure is used to maintain the fertility of the soil. In this type of agriculture, the yield per unit area is high, but per labor productivity is low. The total area production is high, but per capita income, per capita production, that is per head production is very low due to the high density of population. Why? Because you know that one person have 20 acres land. After the death of this person, his 4 children will get 5 acres of land. Why? Because number of population is very high. That's why the per capita income or per head production are also decreases. Clear? So this wet paddy, that means this type of farming are found in our locality also. Our locality, because our areas also paddy also grown. You know that. The intensive subsistence agriculture dominated by wet paddy cultivation. Clear or not? If you can't understood, I will explain it again. Tell me, Riddhi, Osmita, Rajlakshmi, Alka, those are attend my class, you will tell me, understood or not? Jivanamsu, okay. So these are the intensive subsistence farming, which is also classified 2 parts: intensive subsistence farming agriculture or intensive subsistence agriculture dominated by wet paddy cultivation. So here we have seen manual labor are required, family members also as an agricultural laborer, and area or size of the agricultural land holding size is very small, population pressure is very high. That's why production is not. So how the fertility of the soil in intensive agriculture maintained? Farmers provide some biofertilizer, because farmers have some cattle in their home. So their wastage materials they utilize in their agricultural field as a biofertilizer. Okay. And point number 1, what I have written, intensive subsistence farming. Point number 1, I have told that intensive subsistence farming I found those areas population density is very high. The number of population is very high. that particular areas, you can see this type of farming, intensive subsistence farming, first of all. And agricultural land size is small. This is also important characteristics in this type of farming. Okay. So student, today up to this you will read. Next day we will discuss another type other than wet paddy for other crops. Okay.